Today we have a lot of crazy news. We listen to this from Crypto Whale. Michael Saylor is now urging governments to step in and regulate crypto. What a shocker. He says other than Bitcoin, all 19,000 plus altcoins should be viewed as unregistered securities. Sounds like someone is worried his S-coin is going to be dethroned by something better. Like perhaps what? We have seen all the proof in the pudding, guys, that XRP will be crowned king in the digital age. Basically, that will take place. Obviously not financial advice, but these people are now saying regulations needs to come in place. Well, we have been talking about this for a while now, guys, right? Come on, we know the game plan. We know that regulations will be coming in place, and it will probably take out a lot of S-coins and meme coins. But Bitcoin has to go, guys. I mean, if Tether falls, Bitcoin is gone, right? Look at this. Breaking. Iran to cut off Bitcoin miners from the national grid in 2 days. In 2 days, it's bye-bye, guys, right? Again, these people do not like Bitcoin. We have seen it from time and time again, guys. The proof is right here. Listen to this. In relation to SBI CEO stating all banks in Japan will use XRP by 2025, he is also quoted saying this: XRP by 2025. All banks in Japan will use XRP by 2025. 2025, where else have we heard 2025? ISO, right? And as well as my timeline specifically states 2024, 2025 is the quote-unquote reset taking place. That's quite interesting to say the least. Now, there is basically no value for Bitcoin. Again, these people are telling us that Bitcoin has to go, basically. Aside from predicting that XRP's still fledgling market cap would eventually grow to be a global standard. Beautiful, guys. Wow. Puts a smile to my face, as we see right here. Because we have been talking about all these things that will come into fruition in the future, right? Obviously, we don't know the specific date, but we do know somewhat of a timeline, to say the least. Kitao also made positive remarks in relation to enterprise blockchain R3, of which SBI is a member. Now, if we go down here, Kitao has also been quoted as saying he believes that because the fundamental value of Bitcoin is 0, it falls by 80% from the peak, he said, right? Interesting. Again, Bitcoin is 0, guys. Now, if you go here, after all, it is because there is no fundamental value. There is basically no value for Bitcoin. The fact that Bitcoin are going to be used more and more in practical use is not easy when it comes to that price. So I think that XRP, right, specifically mentions XRP in the crypto world is probably the #1 crypto asset. Guys, there we go, right? I can't believe it because it is coming into fruition. The Riddler stated it, right? And they're in the know. The documents we have seen, the videos we have seen, guys, the proof we have seen, right? The events we have been seeing, it's all coming true. We're not making these things up one bit. Again, #1 crypto asset, XRP, guys. XRP is coming for that #1 spot, right? Sooner rather than later. Listen to this from RizXRP. Quote, the train has left the station. There we go.
And if you're only thinking about it now, you're behind the 8 ball. The train has left the station. I keep saying that, and it's absolutely true, especially when it comes to this topic. So what people need to realize about intergenerational wealth is it's already happening, right? So we're talking about so the boomers, which is my generation, you know, we have the most discretionary income. But this next generation, basically, you know, the millennials, although it's pretty much anyone born in the mid-90s and later, you know, are going to inherit this opportunity to really think about investments in a totally different way. So when you think about those generations, so technically, you know, the millennials or anyone born between 1980 and 1996. But again, look, my son's 26, my daughter's 21. I call them the Robin Hood investor, right? But in reality, you know, these are kids who grew up with the internet, right? So anyone who's grown up with the internet, they see the world as very flat. It's no longer what they're taught at home, what they're taught in the classroom. It's what they see. It's what they've learned, the good, the bad, the ugly of the internet. They're very tech savvy. They're very confident. but they don't have the experience that perhaps a lot of wealth managers, financial analysts, managers, etc. need to really understand how to think about their investments. So for me, you know, it was very important that I get into their heads. My daughter's 21, my son is 26. When I left the Obama administration in 2016, after serving both terms, I studied these kids, I call them kids, for 2 years at Harvard. And I really wanted to understand kind of the social, political, economic way that they think and how they behave. And for them, you know, it's kind of this one and done world, right? It's set it and forget it. Right. Technology means everything to them. They're very, very confident, they're very progressive, and they're very savvy. But again, they lack a lot of the world experience that my generation still has. So even here now in this economic downturn, this unprecedented economic downturn, this is where, in my opinion, the wealth management industry has a huge opportunity. It's no longer about taking them out to golf and buying them dinner. It's really kind of thinking about how to use technology and information in a totally different way. So if you're not already on their app, on their phone, and that's how they access information, if you're not already there, you know, you're behind. You're behind.
There we go, guys. The train has already left the station, right? She keeps stating the same statement. That tells us one thing, that the rails have already been built, right? The new financial system is literally up on the horizon, but most still just doesn't seem to care about it. As we see right here, perhaps it's soon. Taco stand, wallet nearly empty. This is from Jet McCaleb right here. So basically, what do we see? 129 million available, right? So it probably ends, if you go down here, when empty, end of July. Like a possible date, right? So very interesting. Again, it correlates, guys. Hopefully we do see the bottom here very shortly. Now, Solana, a decentralized, quote-unquote decentralized platform, votes to take control over someone's $170 million of SOL, right? The vote count, 1.1 million in favor and then 30,000 against. One person had 1 million votes. This is the state of crypto today. We deserve to nuke. Again, these coins have to go because all these coins are already centralized, guys, right? XRP is good to go because it fits with the narrative of those global elites, right? The agendas. But all these coins have to go, guys. Now, look at this, guys. Just in, Russian government organization has created a blockchain platform for international payments to replace the current SWIFT system. Whoa. Again, own blockchain platform. Guys, that's where the world seems to be heading. Blockchain, crypto, digital assets, right? The internet, the quote-unquote metaverse. Remember this as well, guys. SWIFT either has to be updated, right? Or it has to go. Or we do see a new system taking its place. So one of those three things, right? Or two things, I guess. Again, XRP reigns supreme in the digital age, which seems to be coming ever so quickly. G. the Grey Fox has tweeted out Bloomberg poll. Will the US economy go into a recession? 88% says yes. Total of 64,000 votes. Will the US economy go into recession? A lot of people voted yes, and a very few voted no. Isn't that interesting, huh? Always do the opposite of the masses, guys. Everyone's literally talking about a recession here, which is quite interesting. We'll see what actually happens. Now, Blockworks has tweeted out an ETF that bets against Bitcoin is set to start trading Tuesday in the US, so people can now short it, right? Basically meaning, if the BITO ETF was the top, will the short ETF be the bottom? There we go, guys, right? Come on. This marks the bottom, or at least very close to it. There we go, another tick in the checkbox. Wilson has tweeted out breaking news: MicroStrategy rebranded to Rex Strategy, as we see right here. Look at that. $1.6 billion unrealized loss. Wow. What is that? Now, XRP Ferris tweeted out, if XRP doesn't break all-time high in 2022, I'll be very surprised. Quarter 2 brought us back down to late 2020 levels. The next 2 quarters should give us way better price action. You all know how fast the narrative can shift all of a sudden like a blink of an eye. Come on, guys, be prepared. Now, lots of signs that the economy is decelerating in a relative hurry and that stress is mounting in the system, both here and abroad. I continue to expect a Fed pivot this summer. There we go. I do as well, guys, right? I expect them to change their perspective, to change their tone. Because if they don't, we're going to see the collapse of the globe basically here very shortly. I mean, they might as well rip the bandage off, right? Instead of slowly do it. So, number one, will they slowly rip the bandage off? Or, number two, will they keep kicking the can down the road? You guys can go ahead and comment down below. But anyways, that's hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have things of like, so I serve it to pretty much. It's amazing day, guys. See ya.